What's up, everybody? Steve J, Jeremy Smith with the Car Shop Machine, back for episode 7 of the podcast. Welcome, everybody that's watching live. Thanks for joining us tonight. If you haven't been on the live stream before, just keep an eye on things. If you want to leave a comment, ask us any questions. If you got anything you want us to answer for you, we'll be glad to do that. Love to interact with you guys, so let us know if there's anything you want to talk about. How was your week?
Oh my gosh. You've seen, like, I have not stopped moving since I walked in the door. Today was really, it was a good day, but it was chaotic. I went to Paducah, had to change some tray sensors on the machine down there. It was basically going up to row 4, and like if you tested a purchase, it thought that it had dropped it in the tray, and it didn't. So it would go up, it would immediately go back down, and act like it completed the sale. So I had to change out the tray sensors. Hopefully, I found some sensors in there.
Hopefully they're the right ones.
Had some new ones. I had some new ones, but I thought that I kept the old ones. So I was like second guessing it, but changed the sensors out, ran through all the testing and everything, and it looked good. So hopefully,
in the Paducah, Kentucky area, check out the machine. What's the name of the mall it's in?
Kentucky Oaks Mall.
Kentucky Oaks. Check that out. Got fully stocked, so there's some new stuff in there for you.
Pokemon's in there.
Yeah.
Perfect Order's in there.
Pokemon's hard to find right now, so it's in the machine if you want it.
Yep.
Background tonight, we got the Orlando Magic playing. That's Jeremy's.
That's right.
That's Jeremy's favorite basketball team. He's a big Orlando Magic guy. So
there's my boy Desmond Bain.
They happen to be playing tonight. So we've got them playing. Hopefully they'll move on, and it'll give him something to keep up with during the NBA playoffs.
Been a bad year.
Yeah.
It's been a bad year. But I feel like I've said that for about since 2014, something like that, when Jameer Nelson and Dwight was there at the old arena, and it's been, I don't know, that's been the last good team.
They need to get into the actual playoffs, and then I think they can make some noise.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good game, the 76ers. So.
It says winner is 7th seed. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they get into the 7. So.
All right. Well, that's cool.
Yep. All right. So my next little thing is I've been doing this monster thing on the show each time. So this is my third one I'm trying. This one is called Pacific Punch. It's apparently a juice.
10% juice.
Yeah, 10% juice. I don't know.
So you're getting all healthy.
I'm getting all healthy right now.
Yeah.
So haven't tried. This is another one I've never tried before. I figured I'd be trying some new stuff. So it's got some eagles on the side and some anchors, a shark. So yeah, pretty cool can. But
how's that one?
That's good. It's got like a. It seems like it's got like a little cherry flavor to it, like
nice.
a cherry. Maybe like a fruit punch.
Okay.
Maybe more of a fruit punch than cherry, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's my monster for this week. Go out and check it out if you haven't tried that one yet. It's pretty good. The other thing that I normally start the show with before I turn it over to Jeremy for a little bit is, since this is episode 7, I looked up some famous number 7s that wore number 7 that played sports. Came up with a few big names that most people would know, and some that you may not know. Of course, the top, again, it happens to be a New York Yankee because they had some great lower numbered players back in the day. Mickey Mantle was number 7, so great player. Somebody that everybody should know is Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So Cristiano Ronaldo wears number 7 for the soccer. John Elway, who was
I forgot about him.
Touted as the greatest college football player ever, the greatest number 1 overall draft pick. So John Elway. Pete Maravich wore number 7 when he started with the Jazz. Pistol Pete. If you don't know who Pistol Pete is, I highly suggest you do a little research on Pistol Pete. He was awesome. And then one that I threw in that again, most people won't know is I'm a big motocross fan. I love motorcycles and supercross and stuff. James Stewart was my favorite rider for the last 15 years or so.
Nice.
I was a big fan of his when he was riding. I like his brother Malcolm now. I pull for him, but his number plate was number 7 in Supercross. So I threw that one in there. Don't know if you know any other number 7s.
Little educational. I like it every time. I'm trying to think. Like I was struggling to even, like once you said them, I was like, oh yeah.
There's a lot. If you go on to if you go to Google and you look up number 7s or number 5s or number 8s or whatever, you'll find a list of a lot of them.
Okay.
But a lot of them you just won't know. It's players that wore that number way back in the day before we were even around. So,
Okay.
which is crazy if it was before I was around, as old as I am. But
I don't be disclosing that.
we'll just let that go. It is. And the last thing that I want to touch on real quick, just to get the show started, is I have to say a little something about my shirt. I don't know if you guys can read that shirt. If you're just listening, I'll tell you it says, "I'll just have the chicken tenders." This is a shirt that a friend of mine got me. I promised her I'd wear it on one of the pods, and so tonight's the night I'm wearing the shirt. I appreciate you buying me the shirt. It's a running joke because even now at my age, growing up, I ate a lot of basic stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big eater of like a lot of things. So my the running joke is everywhere we go, even if we go to a steakhouse, I order chicken tenders.
Okay.
That's not true. Sometimes it is true. I do order chicken tenders sometimes, but I like chicken tenders. You know,
hard to beat a good tender.
But I'm a very basic, plain guy. Like, you know, if I eat a hamburger, I don't eat lettuce, tomato, onions, pickles, and all that stuff on a burger. I'm a very plain eater. So it's kind of a joke.
Chicken tenders are my go-to at DQ.
Oh, they're so good.
I love the gravy.
Oh, they're so good. I keep telling my wife we need to go to. She's like, Dairy Queen for food, and I'm like, listen, you got to give it a shot.
Dairy Queen for food.
It is fire.
It's good.
The chicken tenders are so good. You get the combo with the fries and the sundae and everything for like $6 or something.
You don't do I don't do a sundae.
No. Oh, you do a Blizzard.
You
upgrade to a Blizzard. I remember that only one time you did that. So, yeah. So that's my little intros. So yeah, just want to throw those few things out there. So again, Alyssa, thank you for the shirt.
Yeah, back to the DQ thing. If you're not like involved with their point system, you need to do that. You can get free Blizzards.
Okay.
So yeah, every now and then I'll be riding around for work and I'll be like, you know what, I got some points.
Me? Yeah, you're telling me? I'll get points at an ice cream place for sure. I didn't even know that was a thing. But I'll be signing up tomorrow.
Everything. It's just got like a little app and the little scanner that they've got there that faces the customer. You can scan there, or you can scan the barcode on your receipt, and it adds points to you. I think you get, I forget how many points. Maybe it's like 10 points $1.
Okay.
And then 500 points, you can get a small Blizzard. So
ain't nothing wrong with free ice cream.
No.
I bought that the keychain from Wendy's.
Yes.
For the Frosties.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, $5 or something. You get a Frosty for
with
a free mini, like the little mini one. But it comes in handy sometimes, man, when you just want a little sweet something. But works out pretty good. So I've enjoyed that. Enjoying some Wendy's.
I love ice cream. We may have to start a podcast about ice cream.
Yeah, he talked about it before he had an ice cream truck, like a food truck, and was really good ice cream. It was really good. I don't know how he kept that in his yard without it being like a nightly.
Sound like it's trash.
No, it was a
it wasn't
no.
in my yard.
I mean, like where it wasn't a nightly visit to the food truck.
It was
every night. Y'all
a
went out
lot
there
of
and got
times.
ice cream.
Yeah, we would finish dinner, and we'd be like, you know what? We got 8 flavors out there.
How do you not weigh 300 pounds?
I'm close.
No, you're not.
I'm close. I'm trying to rein that in though. I'm tired of being fat.
Yeah, he's eating all healthy now and stuff.
Trying. It didn't bode well for me today.
No.
Because down in Paducah, my grandma. I told you this story.
This is a good story.
Yeah, my grandma. She actually had an errand to run in Paducah. She's from Salem, and my grandma's my person. And we talked about it. I think yesterday or the day before, and mentioned that I'd be going down to fill the machine today and work on it. And she was like, "Well, I got an errand I'm going to run there, and we'll just, if it works out, we'll meet up and have some." And I did good today, but we went to Steak and Shake. I didn't have an ice cream. The burger and fries was probably more than I needed.
It's so good.
But it was so good. But yeah, it was great seeing her. I was really dreading going down there and working on that because it's about a 2-hour job to tear that tray down and change out the sensors. And
but you went somewhere and picked up something today, right? You picked up a few boxes.
Yeah, I got a little tip by a guy coming by. He was asking me if I had any Topps Chrome, and he told me where I could go get some Topps Chrome. And they ended up, you could get 10 blasters, which is a very
That's
gracious
awesome. Yeah, that's
number.
very gracious.
But yeah, my grandma was down there, and I called her like she was pulling in the parking lot. I said, "Hey, Mama, come down here real quick before you go do your errand. Come down here and get my card. I got a job. I got something I need you to do." And
sent his mom back to get 10 more.
My grandma.
Or his grandma back to get 10 Topps Chrome football blasters.
Yeah.
So.
And I opened 4 of them. We'll go. We'll go
card
through that, podcast. So we'll go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, the Topps Chrome football just got released today. Today was release day.
Yep.
We've seen some blasters out in the wild. I only was able to pick up a few because of the Walmart that I went to. They have a limit of what you can buy, and I wanted to buy some Pokemon stuff, so I bought a few of those. And I ripped mine and didn't really get anything, but I'll let him talk.
You did rip them?
Yeah,
I didn't know you ripped
anything.
them.
Yeah, there was.
Okay.
I would have told you if I'd have got something cool out of there.
I thought you'd tell me if you ripped them.
Yeah, I mean, I normally don't tell you if I open stuff and I don't get anything good. I mean,
I thought we were gonna open them tonight.
Yeah, no, I knew if we were going to open anything, it was going to be yours because there's more of a high probability we'll pull a good hit if we open up yours. You open up mine, I don't have, my luck is starting to turn in the other direction when it comes to sports cards. My Pokemon luck's been pretty good, but yeah,
mine's doing all right.
His Pokemon, he opened up some Pokemon and found some bangers in the last couple of days. So
that was today.
The ones you sent me the Meowth from yesterday? That was
today?
This morning?
I think it was this morning.
Maybe it was this morning. I don't know.
I think it was this
track
morning.
Of time, but...
I think it was this morning.
Okay.
Pretty sure. And then capped the night off, pulled some Matthew Schaefer Young Guns tonight.
What, 4?
4 of them so far. I ain't
4
done.
Matthew Schaefer Young Guns, which, if you're not familiar with hockey, he's like the big thing in hockey this year. Great rookie, great player. His Young Gun cards are like through the roof right now. I think the base version of it's like what, $200, $250 somewhere
right around there.
Somewhere in that neighborhood for those. So finding 4 of those and let me talk to you. It's pretty good. He's been pretty fortunate to find some good
Super
cards.
stoked. But it kind of makes up for the hobby that I bought. I bought quite a bit of hobby, Series 2 Upper Deck hobby, and kind of got burned on some of that, and was really hoping to hit a Schaefer back whenever I bought that. And so
he's got some big cards in that set too. So
yeah,
if you're able to we opened up some SP hockey a little while ago. I think he's going to open one here on the channel here in a few minutes. But let you guys see us rip him some cards on tonight. I think he has autographs and memorabilia cards in this set, so that would be amazing if he was to pull something like that out of there. So. Yeah,
this just came in today. I don't know how long it's been out. I don't know when the release date was or anything like that, but it's 2025-26 SP Hockey, which I'll let me hit the old table cam here. And
that's like a fruit punch. It's pretty good.
But yeah, that's what I'm just gonna rip it at some point tonight. I don't know when, but
just randomly he'll just start opening packs.
If I get bored, I've got a small attention span, so which you were victim of the short attention span from earlier because Steve asked me if I was home yet, and I got sidetracked. We got a shipment in from the distributor. And I was busy pulling Matt Schaefer's.
I literally walked in and was like, what is going on in here? Literally empty pack wrappers everywhere. And he was just in there just ripping everything.
Going ham on it.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. But
Peggy, good to see you.
Thanks for watching. I appreciate you.
Dairy Queen, too.
Yeah, she does love some Dairy Queen.
Who doesn't love Dairy Queen?
I don't know. Well, I back in North Carolina, we had
Tasty Freeze.
Baskin Robbins.
Oh yeah.
And we didn't have a Tasty. We had a Tasty Foods, but they did the soft serve ice cream or whatever they called it. A little hole in the wall place down by a little lake that we had. But Baskin Robbins was pretty popular. But Dairy Queen, I think, is just on another level.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Oh no, the Tasty Freeze in Boonville is fire. It's really good too. But I just love soft serve, man. Yeah. The soft serve ice cream is where it's at.
Sarah makes fun of me because whenever I dip it out of the bucket from the freezer, I'll sit there and I will stir it until it's completely smooth.
Just straight cream.
Yeah, just stir it until it like Chef Curry. But yeah, you put a little Hershey's. I've got the kind of vanilla that I've got up there. You put a little Hershey's chocolate syrup on it, and then you do that. Dude,
Yeah,
smooth it out until
really.
it's like a frosty. Swear,
what I'm
it's.
talking
I think that's what they do.
Yeah, I like soft serve, but unless I'm eating the banana pudding ice cream now,
That's
and that's just
yeah. I have to eat that
yeah,
like
it's
straight.
so good.
It's very
I'm
good.
going to get some tomorrow.
Stop
We were
by
supposed to
Schnucks on your
we
way
were supposed
home.
to go grocery shopping in the last 2 days, and it's just been a nightmare. So I'm gonna have to go tomorrow, but I'm definitely getting some of that to put in the freezer.
Stop by Schnucks.
Bluebell,
Yeah.
right? Banana pudding ice cream. Go get you some.
Phenomenal.
It's where it's at. So
Phenomenal.
um,
So what else you got? Because I,
I
like I
was
said,
I was going to ask you
I've been run ragged like today,
a
especially.
couple questions. I was going to
Yeah.
ask you what. First of all, let's talk real quick about our whatnot that we did the other day on camera. I don't know if you guys have watched that video. If you haven't already, please go back and watch the video of us. We went live on whatnot the other night on YouTube Live, and it was a very, very interesting situation. If you've never seen whatnot or watched whatnot and see how it works, the inner workings of it, go watch the video. It's a very unique video that there's not many out on YouTube. That I don't
never
think
found
any of
one.
them that
I never
go behind
found
the
one.
scenes like that. So it's very interesting, the whatnot situation. It's
There's two versions. There's the live version and
Yeah.
then the version that I edited down. It's got some time lapse features in it and some music and that sort of thing. It's only 20 minutes, but it kind of shows you the process where you don't have to watch the whole thing because that video was like an hour long. So
for people that haven't ever sold on whatnot.
Yeah.
What is the big benefit of selling on whatnot, and what's the probably the worst part about it?
the worst part,
Yeah, is it the possibility of selling cards for way less than what they're worth, or
Probably,
is that
yeah.
is that the worst part about whatnot? Is
probably
the
because
possibility of putting up a $5 or $6 card and selling it for $1?
yeah, I mean
and
that
having
happens
that happen
all the time
routinely.
Yeah, that happens a lot. And it really just depends on night to night. Because what I need to do is I need to start like tracking it, because we've had some really really good nights and we've had some really really bad nights, and
Yeah.
I think it could correlate with the day of the week.
That was
and-
another thing I
and
was
the
going to ask
time.
too. Was in the times you've done it, what do you think is the best night, or is there a time of day? I know that
I think when we've done like a 5:30, 6:30 show,
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
along those lines, it's done better. But I couldn't tell you what night that it fell on. That's
But
why
I-
I needed
I-
to track it.
I think whatnot's done 24 hours a day, right?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a 24-hour
Oh yeah, you
situation.
can get
So
on, like we could go.
you can
right
get on
now.
at 3 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and there's somebody selling something on whatnot. So
Yeah, all the time.
I just didn't know if you knew if you've done enough to where you know what day is probably been the most beneficial day for you.
We've
where you've
done
got the
enough,
most
but I've not
people.
paid attention to it,
Yeah.
and that's where the tracking. I
I
need
got
to
you.
start. And I guess I could look back at like our past shows and see what numbers we did, because it'll tell me the date and time
Yeah.
and all that. So that may be interesting to go back through and actually try to pinpoint
Yeah.
when we should stay away from it. Like make the Farmer's Almanac fishing
there
thing
you
with
go.
like the,
Yeah.
the half
Right,
fish
right.
and the full fish and
Because and the good thing about whatnot, especially for us and mainly for him, is you can do shows specific to a sport. You can do a football show or a basketball show. You can do a multi-sport show. You can do a wrestling show or a UFC show or whatever
Yeah.
kind of cards. It gives everybody a chance to get in and find something that they like. If you can't
Yeah.
find it on whatnot,
Yeah.
then you're not looking for it.
Either that or you don't like it.
Or you don't like it. Yeah, if you don't like anything. But it's a really cool experience. It was definitely a learning experience for me trying to keep up with everybody's orders and their names and all this stuff. And he educated me on doing some shipping afterwards, which was very educational. I got a lot out of that. So yeah, I just want to ask about the whatnot and what.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say something else about it too, and I forget what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I just didn't know it. Like if somebody that's never been on to sell or buy before, what is the I just thought what would be the what's the selling thing for whatnot? What's the selling point?
The selling point of it,
It's
basically,
just knowing
like,
that you can
I-
get
you
really
can get-
good deals.
You can get really good deals as a buyer, and as a seller, I mean, there's not a lot that doesn't sell on there.
Right.
Like, I mean, I was the night that me and Allie was working on it. Like, I was selling even like base cards for $1.
Yeah.
So it's a good avenue. I find it to be best for in my situation. I don't know how some of these other people do it, but like some of these people, they're throwing down like $1,000 cards and all this. But for me, and it's probably the number of people that we have on our show at any given time, but I feel like $5 to $20 range cards are probably kind of my sweet spot until maybe we grow a lot.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I feel like if you had, there's quite a difference if you've got 20 people in the room and 150 people in the room.
Yeah. Because I mean, the other night we had 20.
Yeah.
But the night that we did like that really good show, I mean, we averaged like 44 people in that room.
That doesn't seem like many, but when you're in that,
all you need is 2 people.
You're in that space, and you're throwing those cards down really quickly. You like you said,
all you need is 2 people.
You need 2 people to bid.
They want the same thing.
each other, and then So if you've got 40 in there, you're going to have some people that want certain things that will bid it up and you'll get some good deals. But I think Whatnot's pretty cool. I think I'm going to hopefully get over here and be a part of more of his Whatnot streams because they're really enjoyable. We kick the music up and it's a good time. So
maybe we should try a hockey one.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
I've not seen much hockey.
I've only watched a few of Whatnot. My nephew was doing some shoes at one point, and I was watching some shoe Whatnots, and it's just insane. Yeah. I mean, some of the deals you get on these shoes is crazy, but then you can see them go, into another stratosphere that most people don't have that kind of coin to spend on stuff like that. But
on there.
Yeah, Whatnot's really cool.
Everything in between. Yeah. So. Yeah. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think now that you mentioned that, I'm gonna go back and like put it on the calendar, like our past shows, and just kind of map it out just to gauge it better. Because the other night was not a good show. Yeah, it was not a good show.
There was basically 3 or 4 people that were buying up most of the stuff. Yeah. They're regulars on your channel, and they had an idea of what they wanted, and they were been on.
I love that part of it. It's kind of like back to the food truck thing. Like I loved going to there's one event called Music in the Park that we did with the ice cream trailer, and it basically rotated from different parks around Evansville, and they always had like people playing acoustic and singing, and like it's such a great atmosphere.
Where has that been? I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, I mean it's a thing, but they have like probably 6 food trucks, and then they have music, and it's like once a month or something, and but we always had the same people coming up, and they're like, and I'd be like, oh, you want that double chocolate again?
You already knew what they wanted.
Yeah, and
the regulars, that's good stuff.
I love that.
Yeah, I do too.
I miss that part.
That makes you feel pretty good when you see people coming up. We've got a little spot that we go to in Newburgh, and it's kind of like our Cheers. When you have a place like that where the song says that everybody knows your name, that's real. It's real in there. We go in there, and the people in there that we see on a regular basis, everybody knows each other's name, and it's pretty cool when you go somewhere like that, and it's a pretty common place to see people you know. And
that's the one thing about the food truck that I miss, and the Whatnot thing. Like I don't see them face to face, but. Like every time I'm like, oh, what's up, Tommy? What's going on? And CC,
you build a rapport with these people for sure, even though you've never seen them before. Yeah. You have a connection to them based on the hobby. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's pretty important to keep those relationships going. And it doesn't hurt, again, that you've got the best shipping in the game, and everybody knows it.
I try.
You know what I mean? You bring the heat.
But yeah,
with the shipping.
You can talk about that video if you want.
So. We've been doing quite a few videos on YouTube. We've done way more than I ever thought I'd ever imagined that we would be at the point we're at on YouTube. I think we're getting close to pretty close to 9,000 subscribers at this point on our channel, which is mind blowing to me. I am so thankful and grateful to every single person that has subscribed to our channel, watched even one of our videos, and given us just a hint of support. It means everything to us. We're so fortunate to be able to do this and have fun with this, and you guys are making it possible for us to continue to do it. So thank you so much for doing that. But one of the videos that he did recently was a video about the way he ships cards. So when he sells on Whatnot or eBay, or if somebody buys some sealed product from him, how he packages everything and seals the packages and sends them off, and it got a great response. A lot of people really, really watched that video, and
that's what I'm looking at now.
And enjoyed the video.
So it's been up for 6 days, and it's got 20,000 views.
20K.
20K.
That's that means that somebody really enjoyed that video. Yeah. And I say it because it's my boy, and I'm always going to give him props. But the facts are the facts. Like I said, the proof is where it's at. You can see it. If you've ever ordered anything from this guy, you can go back and look at his YouTube or his eBay account and look at his whatnot and look at his reviews, and they are top notch because he puts so much effort into the shipping of the products to make it more. It's more than just a card to these people. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people when they get a card in the mail, even if it's a $5 card, for me a $5 card is important. You know what I mean? Like
that's what you're
a
buying.
lot of my PC is $5 cards.
Yeah.
So I've started a PC, by the way.
Yeah.
And so a $5 card means something to somebody, and when they get it and it's packaged into something that you think a $1,000 card would be packaged in and shipped in, it makes you feel really good about it. So his shipping is on another level, and he takes very good pride. Yeah, and it shows. It definitely shows. It's a good
I'm just
deal,
OCD anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not to like toot my own horn or
But
anything like that,
toot.
but like, I mean, you've seen the amount of pristines and stuff that I get back from CGC. Like, I really like pay attention to card quality, and like I've just got to. I don't know. I don't use tools. I don't use centering tools. I don't do any of that.
That's crazy.
But I'm that particular.
Yeah, but
like,
he definitely can pick out the flaws in cards without using any kind of tools for it, that's a gift. That's a trait not a lot of people have. I know I can't do it. I can't do it.
I wouldn't like that until I worked at Toyota.
It's kind of crazy because I use my tool and still got 9s, and I'm like, man, that looks like a 10, but.
Maybe I'll start charging $1 a card. I'll assess it.
Assess my cards before I send them off.
$1 a card.
That would be great.
So that's on the table.
That would be great. Okay.
But no, I wasn't like that until I worked at Toyota on the production line, because they train you to basically notice defects on vehicles as you're like building and going through and everything.
Really?
So yeah, I was there 9 years, and like I'm not kidding. I don't know like that the extent of it.
No.
But I'm like self-diagnosed OCD.
Right.
But yeah, my mom, she one time, it was 2004, she bought a brand new Camry, and she was so proud of it. So proud of it. And me, I'm just like, why'd you buy this? Like, there's a scratch there, and like, this isn't a new car. Like, it was a new car. But yeah, it had, and I could see it, and like, I don't know, it didn't go over well, but I was just like, I probably shouldn't have said anything. I mean, she was just so proud of it. And, but yeah.
That's not a bad trait to have, though, man, when you've got, I mean, to be, especially in this business, in the card industry, there's, the difference between a really solid, good, gradable card and one that's not is very minor. I mean, all it takes is one little tiny little flaw for that card to go from a 10 to an 8. You know what I mean? Like minor stuff. So he takes very good care of the cards that he pulls and the ones that he ships. And so, that's not a bad problem to have. That's good stuff. So.
Yeah, speaking of, like, did I tell you that Meowth that I pulled this morning? That there's one little small area on the top center?
Well, I was hoping you'd bring it down to show it on camera, but...
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to have it pristine, but I really think, like, I'd probably get a 10.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to pristine. Although everything else looks amazing.
Well, that's gonna transition into the next topic that I actually wanted to ask you about. Again, I'm wanting your input on this stuff, not just for me, but for the people that are listening and watching. Is where do you think Perfect Order will fit in the whole scheme of things, based on right now and when Chaos Rising comes out? So it'll be, I think that's going to be the 5th. Is that the 4th or 5th Mega Evolution set? So it's Mega.
Ascended is a half.
So you got Mega, Phantasmal.
Yeah.
Ascended, which was a half a set because it didn't come with you didn't get the booster boxes and stuff with those, right?
Right, but it was like Prismatic was.
Perfect Order.
Yeah.
And then Chaos Rising is about to come out.
I think that's right.
That's going to be I think Chaos Rising is going to be a banger. But how do you feel like Perfect Order fits into the scheme of that? Is it mid tier? Do you find it to be more of the lowest of those 5 sets?
Yeah, I think right now.
Because the highest chase card is what? Is it the That's the so it's what is that like about a
180,
$180 to $200 card.
180.
So the top card in the top chase card in the Perfect Order Pokemon set is about a $200 card. In Ascended Heroes, I think it's what 12 or 1300.
Gengar.
Is that the like a $1,300 card or something like that? Then before that, you had Ascended Heroes, which had the no, Ascended Heroes had the Gengar.
Yeah.
Then before that, you had Phantasmal with the Mega Charizard, and then Mega Evolutions was the what was the top one in that one?
The Lucario was up there.
Mega Lucario was a good card. Yeah.
And they had the Hyper on that as well.
Yeah. The gold.
Yeah, the Hyper.
Yeah, hyper rare. Yeah, so I was just wondering because you got in quite a bit of Perfect Order,
I got a lot of that.
and he made the statement to me today. He wished it was Ascended Heroes. So the fact that it's so readily available and Ascended Heroes you can't find anywhere unless you just.
That's the way everybody is.
Yeah.
Like if they can't have it, they want it.
True.
If you can't find it, you want it.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, what I really think is like this is going to parallel Shrouded Fable to a T.
Yeah.
Because like there was a point in time you could find Shrouded Fable, and I told you,
Yeah, he would call me and say, Target has Shrouded Fable ETBs for like $49 or whatever.
Yeah,
I'd order 2 or 3 of them, and I'd put them away, and then I'd open them, and I never kept a box. I don't have a sealed box of anything right now. Not one single box.
Yeah.
Not one ETB, not one booster bundle, not anything. I just can't help it. I'm a lunatic when it comes to ripping cards. I just can't help it. I love it. I love opening cards. It's just it's too fun to. What kind of fun is it to sit and look at a unopened box? It's like watching grass grow.
It's like crypto or anything else. Like I just keep watching that Obsidian Flames go up, that Prismatic ETB up.
I know.
That Destined Rivals booster box up, which I may sell.
He's definitely smarter than me when it comes to that stuff, man. I just don't think about enough into the future for that. You know what I mean? I don't think about what's this box going to be worth in 3 years.
Yeah.
I want to know what's in it and what it's worth to me right now. Yeah. I don't know why I'm like that, but I can't. I just don't have any. I don't have the gene in me to keep anything sealed.
I mean, the hobby is to enjoy the way that you want to enjoy it. So.
I don't know if that's right or not.
It is right because it's not a hobby unless you enjoy it the way that you're.
I love it. I do love it, but
I'm saying like enjoy it your way.
I do,
but I also enjoy it somebody else's way.
But I also, I get pretty down sometimes when I spend money and don't get anything. That's rough.
You got to know that's the stakes.
Yeah, it's like a scratch-off ticket, I guess.
That's the stakes, man. So
you got a chance of getting something, and you got a chance of not.
But yeah, I really think like neck and neck. It's the Shrouded Fable. Okay. Like it has no love while it's currently out, and then I'm telling you, as soon as they say, "Oh, we're not printing it anymore," everybody's like gonna go crazy. You know, I need to get the Meowth. I never got the Meowth, and that's what it's gonna be. Yeah. So.
How many are you aware of how many Mega Evolution sets are going to come out? Is there any? Is there a number that's known, or you wouldn't even know something like that?
No idea.
I was just curious of how many sets was going to come out before the next series or whatever comes out that they changed.
I mean, the last one ran for 3 years or something like that.
Yeah,
so
it might be
10 plus sets plus the halves.
Yeah.
Because like Paldean Fates was a special set, Prismatic was a special set. So, I mean, who knows? They could say, I want to put 5 special sets in it. Like, I don't think they even know. They may, but.
I found 3 Perfect Order boxes. No, 3 First Partner boxes.
Nice.
That's got the 3 promos in it. Did you see the picture I sent you? You didn't see it? You didn't even look at it?
Dude, no. I told you.
So
I told you. I got sidetracked.
My man.
I got sidetracked.
My homeboy won't even check his text messages when we're doing a podcast tonight, and I'm texting you about, are you home? You know what's going on, and I get nothing because he's up there ripping packs. That's why how you got
priorities,
sidetracked.
Man. Priorities.
Facts. But I found 3 of those at Walmart today, and each box has 3 promos in it from 3 different Pokemon eras. Mm-hmm. I pulled all 9 from 3 boxes.
How they look?
Not 8 of them looked really, really good.
Really?
1 of them didn't look great. So and I had another box that I opened, and the 3 that I have were not one of those 3, so I don't have a spare for that one. I was thinking I'd like to send them all off to get graded.
Which one is it?
I don't remember. I'd have to look. I got the picture. I'd have to look it up, but because I've got duplicates of the other ones. I don't know. You have them all 9. You have all 9 of them yet?
I've only opened 2 of those boxes.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look at it when we're done and see what's up. But what else did I want to talk about? Most of the stuff was me getting your input on things. Is fun. Oh, this is a good one. So, wrestling fans out there, we got any wrestling fans, WWE fans, old NWA wrestling fans, the from the '80s or anything like that? So, I don't know how this came up yesterday, but there was a trivia question when we were at trivia the other night, and it had something to do with wrestling, and it just brought up something that I thought I'd ask you about because me and Jeremy both love wrestling. Yeah. We love it. It's I followed wrestling like in the '80s. That was when I was a kid. It was like, and even into my 20s and 30s, like especially in the Attitude Era and stuff, we used to go to my nephew TJ's house and watch my sister's house. We'd go over there and watch every pay-per-view. Yeah. We'd all put our money together and buy a pay-per-view, and we'd watch. It was just so much fun. It was the greatest time ever. And I don't know why this came up in the question the other day, but it was, what is your wrestling Mount Rushmore? And I'm going to ask you yours personally, because if you have one that's different than what you think the real wrestling Mount Rushmore is, to me, I feel like if anybody follows wrestling at all from the '80s up until now, I think it's a no-brainer who the 4 are. But I'll let you. I'll see what your thought process is on who
I think it should be.
Who you think it should be? Like if you went to a wrestling Mount Rushmore and you've seen 4 faces, who do you think should be up there? Not who you want to be up there, but who do you think should be up there?
That's hard. I mean, you got to put Hogan on there. You've got to put Flair on there.
Yeah.
Trying to think who I wouldn't put on there.
Yeah, that's the 2. That's 2 that there's another one that's the most obvious in the world to me.
Andre the Giant.
100%. I mean, the guy was like, there ain't a human being on earth that didn't know who Andre the Giant was. I mean, he had to be the most famous athlete in the world at one point, right? Like, I don't care where you went in the country or what you did for a living, everybody knew who Andre the Giant was because he was just so big, and he didn't lose for 25 years or whatever it was, didn't lose a match or whatever. But
I'm trying to think of who else.
That's you've got 3 of them that I think are on there too. Ric Flair, of course, back in the '80s, changed everything in wrestling. He stayed with one company when he could have went to another one and changed, but he stayed there and was very loyal to that company and made a lot of guys a lot of money, made himself rich and a lot of other people rich as well. Very loyal guy in the wrestling industry. And, of course, Hulk Hogan, another one that just...
That he is wrestling.
It doesn't make any difference who you are, what age you are.
He is wrestling.
I think if you ask a 7 or 8-year-old right now, do you know who Hulk Hogan is, they'll tell you. And if you ask a 90-year-old, they'll be able to tell you who Hulk Hogan is. But
I feel like everything's coming from around that era, though.
For sure.
And, I think you have to put Taker on there.
Yeah, that was a close one for me, but I picked Steve Austin. Only because I think Steve Austin, he was the most marketed wrestler. He went from literally.
If you put him on there, you have to put The Rock.
I disagree.
I disagree. They're like this.
Steve Austin went from I don't even know what he was the ringmaster or something.
Pretty Steve Austin.
Stunning Steve back in WCW, and then he was like the ringmaster with Ted DiBiase, and he had hair and stuff. It was just terrible. And then he just comes up with this gimmick himself. Yeah. He didn't get given that.
Right.
He came up with that himself.
Yeah.
Decided what he was going to do, and it blew up overnight. They said he sold more merchandise in like 3 years than any other wrestler in history has ever sold. I mean, that's just, everybody was wearing Austin 316 shirts. And,
but that was a bigger time in wrestling too.
Yeah,
though.
Yeah, it was big. That's why I think he belongs on there. I think he just changed the entire popularity of wrestling.
I don't disagree, but I think whenever you put them 2 neck and neck, like you almost have to go Taker.
Yeah.
I mean
he was another one that did it for so long.
Yeah.
That you might
just
be right.
A legend.
Yeah.
Just a legend.
Yeah, the longevity of him maybe just changes that for me, but.
Yeah.
But yeah, anybody that's got any thoughts
Steve Austin. Tracy says Steve Austin.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing.
Everybody loves Steve Austin in my family. Everybody was like a big Steve Austin fan. So
I'm not disagreeing with it, but I think whenever you get to that point, you have to put The Rock on there.
Yeah.
And like you can't put. I don't feel like The Rock is on the level of Ric Flair and Hogan.
Right.
And I don't see it.
Well, I think The Rock was a much better wrestler than Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Steve Austin was just
brute force
and could talk
attitude.
circles around you and just say crazy stuff that made everybody laugh, and just you couldn't wait to see what he was going to say tomorrow night on Raw when it was going on. But yeah, just some wrestling stuff that I thought I'd throw out there because we haven't really talked about much wrestling on here. And,
you know who like if I'm picking my own, you know who number one is?
Yeah. L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
That's your boy.
He's my. I love that. I love that dude.
Yeah, he's so good. He knocks out some great promos. He really does.
I'm trying to think of who else I liked back in the day too. I was a big fan of Sting.
Yeah, see, that was the time that I started like moving away from it a little bit. It was.
But I loved WCW. Man.
Yeah, when it was
NWO.
That was good, but D-Generation X was better than NWO, right?
I don't know, man.
DX
Just
was
because
awesome.
Just because that's
and they
what I
were
grew
so
up with.
funny, and the music and everything was just so good.
I appreciate it, but like because I come from a wrestling family.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did not.
So my biological dad, he wrestled.
Really?
Yeah. So there's three brothers. My biological father, he wrestled. His brother Mark wrestled, and then the younger brother, my uncle Don, which I love to death. He's one of my people too. But he reffed. So
Really?
they all three. They even had a wrestling ring in their backyard at one point.
That's awesome.
My biological father wrestled a bear at a fair.
Who is he? Khabib?
I'm not lying.
Is your dad Khabib?
I'm not lying.
Khabib wrestled a bear too when the UFC fighter. Your dad's wrestled a bear?
Yes. Absolutely.
I never knew that. How did I not know that story?
I thought I told
We've
you.
been friends this long, and I didn't know your dad wrestled a damn bear.
Yeah. But yeah, he.
For heaven's sake.
So like he
That's
ran
classic.
with he ran with Lawler and then back in the day.
That's awesome. No, I did not know that.
So I come from a wrestling family.
Wow.
But me and my uncle Don, we were all about WCW.
Yeah.
All about it.
Yeah. Well, it was the
Whenever
best. It was the best
Monday
for that.
Night Wars and
Yeah,
everything.
it was the best.
We didn't have.
That
we didn't
time
have-
it was better for sure.
We didn't have WWE on.
Yeah.
Or WWF.
No, we didn't either. We watched
So we had-
WCW for
we
sure.
did. And man, like, I don't know, some of them guys, they have to be on my personal.
Yeah, there was some great storylines back then too, man.
Yeah.
It was so good. It just got out of hand when they started just letting anybody join.
Yeah.
You know, these
Rodman.
bums.
Rodman.
You know what I mean? Like
Rodman even joined at one
everybody
point.
was joining the NWO, and I was like, man, this is too much.
Yeah.
Keep your little core group and make it a faction and like take this thing to another level.
Yeah.
But they knew their days were numbered. They could tell that
Yeah.
the clock was ticking.
Yeah.
On WCW because Vince McMahon wasn't going to let that go like
Yeah.
that. He was going to eventually do what he did and take over everything. Is this?
But I loved some
Still
Diamond
a close
Dallas
game.
Page.
Yeah,
Loved him. Loved Sting.
I love it.
And I mean, you have to love the Wolfpack.
Yeah,
The Outsiders.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
They
Outsiders.
were so good. They were great.
Hall and Nash.
Yeah,
man.
they were the best.
Hall and
they
Nash.
were the best. They were so good. But
But
yeah,
that whole thing, whenever they came, did you watch the documentaries and stuff
Oh, yeah,
on
it's so
whenever
good.
they kept kind of infiltrating
Yeah,
WCW?
they'd come in and
everybody
just
thought
talk,
that-
and yeah.
Well, everybody thght that they were taking
right,
WCW
right,
over.
right.
And oh my gosh, it was,
It was
so good.
Yeah, it was so
good.
good. Yeah, wrestling. It's good now. I think the athleticism now has changed.
Oh yeah.
It's turned into now every single match, whether it's a women's match or men's match, everybody's jumping off the top rope and off top of cages and all this stuff. It's a super athletic sport where back in the day it was more of a grind. You know, you would see somebody getting a headlock for 3 minutes, you know, or a heel lock or something.
Yeah.
And it's just changed. Now it's all high flying and it's still exciting. It's fun. If you ever get a chance to go watch WWE in person, I would do it. It's very fun to go live, but yeah.
Tracy also said Triple H. So.
Triple H is
He's up there.
he's pretty good. Yeah, he's a
And I
legend.
mean, his role now, I mean, that's
Yeah.
long career.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, longevity matters. It really does. It means something, but
So
it's
speaking
hard.
of,
It's hard to pick up for. So
So speaking of, did open some Topps Chrome WWE
I
recently.
was just about to say that. You did have some wrestling cards.
So we do have the buyback, and I've got a few that I'm setting on for the buyback. And
After WrestleMania?
Yeah, after Mania. All I gotta say is, come on, CM Punk. Come on, Punk, beat Reigns.
Yeah.
And
he's got a pretty good CM Punk card that if it goes well, that'll be a good one.
It's a hundo.
Yeah.
It would be a hundo in trade-in.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, and I like Punk.
Yeah.
I like him more than I do Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I've just never been a Roman Reigns fan.
I love the Usos.
I like Jay.
I love those guys.
I like Jay.
Yeah.
I don't really care for Jimmy too much.
Yeah. I like both of those guys. But. So yeah, that the wrestling situation. I knew that we had to talk a little bit about wrestling because it's something we haven't talked about before on here.
Yeah.
And with wrestling cards, so I ended up needing a power cord today for one of my spots. I had to leave my spot and go pick up a power cord at Walmart.
That never happens.
Yeah. And so I get to Walmart and there's the MJ Holdings lady restocking the shelves. And I was like, how long before I can get anything? She was like, it's probably going to be like 30 or 45 minutes. And I was like, oh my God. I'm 2 hours away from, coming back to Evansville. So I'm thinking to myself, well, if I sit here for an hour, let's just give or take an hour. I was going to say, 45 minutes. It could turn into an hour and 15 minutes based on what was going on. What time am I going to get back? I knew we were doing this tonight. I wanted to get here a little early, see what was going on. But I thought, man, I might not, I just don't ever see those. When I see one, I'm like, I have to stay here. Yeah, I just have to stay here. And I was thinking that it was an unlimited thing at this Walmart. And then at the last second, I seen a sign that said 5 items per customer.
That's a Walmart policy. That's not a specific Walmart policy.
Right.
That's corporate wide.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I go to some Walmarts and it's 2. Yeah. You can only get 2 things.
It's 5 across the board unless they dictate otherwise. Yeah. Which some of them do.
Yeah. So listen, and again, I'm not upset with that because at least it gives me a chance to get something. I know that there's a chance if there's a restock and people can only get 5 things, there's a chance I might get something. So that turned out well for me today. I picked up a few.
But today, deep inside, you wish there was no limits.
100%. It's funny, too, because I text my wife, and I was like, can I spend some money today?
Go ham on this stuff.
You know what I mean? And she was like, because she's always telling me, don't do that. I have my money set aside for cards that I spend. Yeah. When I sell cards, I give her some of the money to put away, and then I keep some of it as spending money for cards. So I have my money in my pocket when I go to a Family Dollar, Dollar General, or whatever, and I find cards. That's my spending money. I don't use my personal account for that stuff. I use my card money. Well, I'm out of card money. So I'm like, all right, let me ask her what I can spend. I was thinking maybe this weekend we're doing a card show in Owensboro, Kentucky on Saturday. If you're in the Owensboro area, do you remember where it's at? I wanted to say that on camera too, just to tell people where the card show is. There's a card show in Louisville, Kentucky, in Owensboro, Kentucky this weekend that Jeremy and I are doing, and it's a charity based card show. Normally they would do like a big card show at the convention center in Owensboro. This show is not going to be in the convention center. I'll have him tell you what the location is. But if you're in the Owensboro, Kentucky area, definitely come by and check out the show. Come by our table, say what's up to us. We're going to do some videoing from there. May do a few, giveaways or something. Do something cool for everybody on if we can get some good response back. But excuse me. So yeah, with that being said,
it's called the second annual charity card show. Dan Hauser Fun for Kids, Cliff Hagen Boys and Girls Club. Address is 3415 Buckland Square, and that's in Owensboro, Kentucky. Once again, 3415 Buckland Square, Buckland, in Owensboro, Kentucky. So,
yeah, come by and check us out if you're in the area, and tell us that you've seen it through here and that you heard about the show on the YouTube. And
going to be a food truck.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. So
and it's for a good cause.
Yeah, it's any show they do for charity is always pretty cool. So yeah, definitely come by and check it out. I had something on my mind. I forgot what it was.
Ran out of card money is the last thing you were talking about.
Oh yeah, ran out of card money. So I asked my wife, how much money can I spend? She gives me I give her a number, and she was like, it's fine. I said, I'll give it back by Monday. We can, you can put it back in the bank and we can just act like really this didn't happen. So she gave me the number.
And then you opened it all.
Well, I didn't get to the number, which that's cool. I never even got close to that number because I can only get 5 things.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm going to get whatever I want, fill the card up. I mean, I'd have had to explain it when I got home that I went over budget, which I was willing to take the heat. You know what I mean?
So how are you going to replace this money if you opened everything? You didn't think about that, did you?
Yeah, I thought about it.
But then
I didn't give it much thought, but I gave it a little bit of thought.
God.
No, my thought process is maybe I'll be able to walk around the card show at some point Saturday, close to quitting time,
Yeah.
and maybe trade a few things, sell a few cards.
Yeah.
That I would do at a normal card show if we weren't working it.
Yeah.
So I might be able to recoup a little bit of money and give to her. I don't know how she's going to feel if I don't give her all of it back, but it wasn't that much. I didn't spend that much.
Right.
So I spent less than half of my budget.
Okay.
So I think that was pretty good. You know what I mean? So what else is on your mind?
My mind's scattered.
It's
It really is. Like I said, this week's been busy because Monday you were over here. We ran and whatnot, and you were listing on eBay while me and Allie were doing that.
Yeah.
And by the end of the night, I think we shut down like 9:30 or something.
Yep.
And Tuesday worked during the day, came home, I cooked dinner, and then
Tuesday's
started getting everything.
our trivia night. So you started prepping.
I started prepping for Paducah. Yeah, which takes a lot of time because each one of the pack chutes holds 13. So like we fold the plastic box, we load the pack in there, close it up, and each one of these rows, which they're 9 rows of packs going across 9 columns, going across row 1, row 2, part of row 3. So I mean, how many is that? Dang near 10.
Yeah.
So almost 130, 260, probably 300 things that were low, or it can be.
Right.
If the chutes were completely empty.
Right.
So it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I think we shut it down last night at like 9:30, and then got up this morning and prepped an order for one of my customers over here. Shipped some eBay, shipped some whatnot. Drove to Paducah. It's been.
Then he gets home, and within 30 minutes, I'm here, and we're getting set up for this because this is not. We have to use a lot of this equipment when we're doing the whatnot show or the.
Well, it was torn down anyways because we hosted Easter, and
I forgot about that.
I say I hate the fact that I had to tear everything down, but I love having everybody over here. But it does make it more intense, labor intensive as far as, man, I got to get all my stuff back out and got to get this right. And so it's, it's been a whirlwind.
Yeah. We one other thing, we were riding, we were talking a little bit today, and we were talking about, he had gotten some perfect order packs in, and I was asking him about the cost versus the sell number. And he brought something to my attention that I knew, but I didn't really think about it again until he mentioned it today. But if you've ever been to one of his machines, every pack of cards is put in a little plastic box. So he buys these plastic boxes with his own money and sits down here. Him and his daughter and even his wife sits down here.
My wife does a lot.
She does a lot.
Like my daughter, she was over here. It's like Peyton told me that she was going to help.
Yeah.
And she came down here. She was on her iPad, and it was the end of the world to ask her to do anything.
Yeah.
But no,
it quickly can transition to where
Sarah packed.
She's out of the picture.
Sarah packed it all.
Yeah.
I pulled the big, the blaster boxes, the mega boxes. I could not do it without them.
Yeah, 100%.
I absolutely could not.
100%. It's and again, I just brought that up because when you see a lot of people when they go to the card machine, they're like, "Oh man, that pack costs such and such amount." They don't understand or realize that price is got
taxes built
into it.
Yeah.
Again, every one of those tiny little boxes, the plastic box that the pack goes into, for the protection of the pack that goes to the customer.
Yeah.
That's not for you.
Right.
That's done for the customer. The customer gets a pack of cards and knows that it's in this little plastic box.
Yeah.
There's no chance that it's been slammed around or dinged, or there's no corner issues with these packs because
unless it came that way to me.
correct. And if that was packed that way, then again, it is what it is. But every individual pack of cards, whether it's Pokemon, sports, One Piece, whatever it is, they all go in these plastic containers, and they literally sit down here and put each individual pack in this little box. This looks like a little cereal box, I call it.
Yeah.
And
Little deck of cards.
Little deck of card box. And
thing.
so just something else that I wanted to throw out there about the machine itself is, when you see a price for a pack, there's other factors into it other than thinking, oh, well, they're just trying to sell these packs for as much money as they can get out of them, because that's just not the truth. That's not the facts.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot more factored into that than just, hey, we're getting it for this, let's price it at this and move on, because there's more to it than that.
There's a lot of thought and stuff that goes into it, and I absolutely wish, like I would love to be able to sell everything at a certain price for customers, and whenever I can, I do. But yeah, I mean, cost of everything from our distributors has gone up, and then, like you said, every plastic box. I mean,
he drives from Evansville to Paducah to Indianapolis to Bloomington.
Pay utilities on the lease.
He has to pay for
insurance on the machine. Like, there's a lot
that goes into it that nobody sees on the outside. So if you're ever at the machine and you think to yourself, man, that's an expensive pack of cards, just keep in mind that it's not really an expensive pack of cards. There's a lot of factors that go into the pricing of these things, and it just has to be that way. It's
it's not because I want
to. And most people really don't have a problem with it. I just, again, want to throw out the plastic box situation, because it's another thing that he does, that if you go to, I've seen some Pokemon or sports card vending machines where it has the spiral,
like chips did back in
like
the day,
you put potato chips or a candy bar in an old snack machine. So this coil spins and spits your pack out. So many things can go wrong with one of those things.
And it doesn't, on my machine, it does not drop from the highest level to the
No,
the
it
floor.
doesn't fall. Like, so with that thing, you get the pack falls all the way to the bottom of the machine.
Yeah.
So his machine has an elevator system
Yeah.
that comes up to wherever you purchase that pack or box from, and it just drops on there, and then it brings it all the way down, and it keeps it safe. And the machines are second to none. I'm not just bragging and saying that because it's, we're invested in this thing, but it really is a different animal when you look at these machines compared to other stuff. So you've done a really good job with that, and hopefully it just keeps building.
I hope so.
If you're interested in a machine, you want to buy a machine, they're available for purchase. If you feel like you want to get into the business and put a card shop machine somewhere,
we can help you out.
Reach out to Jeremy. He'll give you all the information you need. His email's down there. If you can find somewhere to place one of these things,
and we can help
it's definitely
with placement as well.
It's definitely a good situation if you want to find a little side gig to make you some money, and it's a good situation. So yeah, if you're interested in that, reach out, and
it's not looking good.
No, I mean, it's only the third quarter, so they could come back, but
Dame's he's gonna have to put his cape on and saddle him up.
So,
this is like back in the day, man, with Penny and Iverson.
Yeah.
The Sixers and the Magic.
They've got the old school. Philly's got their old school uniforms on. So
Paolo.
Love
that guy. Yeah. Oh.
No, that's not Paolo.
Look like him. But yeah.
So
you got anything else?
That's all I had really to go over tonight. We've got some other things coming up. Like I said, we're going to have. There's some releases coming out. Of course, with the Topps Chrome football. By the next time we do one of these, there will be some videos, I'm sure, of him opening up some Topps Chrome on the channel. Maybe. I opened up 2 boxes, and it wasn't great.
Yeah.
I don't know what if you know the price of a blaster for Topps Chrome is $40.
If you can find it.
If you can find it, it's $40 a box.
Secondary market, it's above 80.
Yeah, $80 to $90 for a blaster box.
Just silly.
That is not
$40. You're not going to make it. You're not going to.
That is not where I thought this was going to go. Yeah. I never anticipated that when Panini lost their license and this thing switched over to Topps, that every single Topps product that comes out is going to be this insane pricing for people.
Because even flagship was expensive.
Yeah, and it's paper cards. Like, you're literally buying paper cards
at
that price. It just seems crazy to me. But right now, if you're wanting Topps Chrome football, you are going to pay for it.
Yep.
That's just a fact. And
Yep.
I'm not. I don't know. Like I said, I've opened up 2 blasters. That's all I opened up. He's opened up quite a few more than I have, and I don't know what you've pulled that's worth anything.
Best things I've pulled so far, I pulled a Travis Hunter refractor,
And
a Colston
The
Loveland
base
refractor,
Jackson Dart, I think.
base Jackson Dart, and a insert Cam Ward refractor. But
yeah.
I mean,
Nothing really crazy to speak of.
but if you hit one of those kaijus,
Is that in this?
I
Or is
don't
that
think
I thought that
think
was a
it's-
separate.
no,
a separate
it's
set.
in chrome, but I think it's a hobby thing.
That's what
I
I
don't
was
think
thinking
it's a,
too.
I
Yeah,
don't
you're
think
not
it's a
gonna find
luxury
that in
thing.
retail.
Yeah, did you see that picture I sent you?
Yeah.
People
50K.
asking 25 to 50K.
50K for it's crazy.
Yeah, they look good, but
Yeah, they're nice
I'm
cards,
not paying
but-
50K for a card.
You
So-
would if it was a Grail.
No, because I wouldn't even spend 30,000 on a little penny, actual little penny, at the National. I couldn't do it. If I had it, I would. Like little penny would be chilling in my office.
Yeah.
Be like, hey Jimmy, hey Jimmy,
hanging on strings. That would
hey
be
Jimmy,
so
hey
cool.
Jimmy.
But yeah.
Yeah. So, well, no, that's about all I've got. Yeah.
Everybody that's been on here tonight, thank you again for watching. We really appreciate it. Look for the edited video to come out. For those who are just listening, thank you for listening. Sorry you couldn't see my chicken tender shirt. This was a one-time deal. I will be back in my Card Shop Machine gear for the next podcast. Didn't wear my hat tonight.
You didn't do anything.
Got a fresh haircut. I was like, man, I'm gonna go
Didn't do anything.
go straight forward tonight. So yeah, it's been a good time. Episode
Yep.
7 in the books.
Yeah. So if you got any questions that you want answered off the live,
Yeah.
tcsmpodcast@gmail.com. We also have the promo code at BCW if you want to get any supplies. TCSM Pod at checkout, and that'll save you 10%. So.
Yeah, BCW. If you're interested in purchasing anything, go to them. Put in our promo code. It gives you a discount. We'll get a little kickback on that as well, so it helps us out as well. So if you need some products to top loaders, penny sleeves, binders, anything like that, check them out and
Good stuff, good quality stuff.
Get you a
people.
good discount for sure. So,
All right,
well,
brother.
we appreciate it. Another one in the books. We'll catch y'all next time.